everyone, and welcome back to another Tay Township Public Library activity kit. Today we're going to be making leaf rubbing art. So we're going to pick some leaves from the garden. Make sure you ask Mom and Dad first, or Grandma and Grandpa, which leaves you can pick from the plants. And then we're going to put them under the paper, give it a rub with a crayon, and then paint over top. And this is what mine turned out as. So let's have some fun with some paint today. Okay, so let's talk about what you first get in the kit. So we gave you 3 colors of paint and 2 crayons and your piece of paper that you're going to make your art on today. At home, you're going to need a cup of water, a paintbrush, and some green leaves. So the first step to this craft is to go out and collect these leaves. Now we suggest that they be fresh and green. If they're dried, then they're going to break when you rub the crayon on them and you won't get the same texture. So maple, some off of a grapevine or some other type of vine. These were in the garden out front of the Victoria Harbour Library, and they've got some great texture. So the next step is to take the paper off of your crayon. So we're just going to find an edge and rip the paper off. Okay, so now we're going to place our leaves underneath the paper. And it doesn't matter if you put the leaf face side up or flip it over. The texture you get it's determined by how hard you press the crayons on top of the leaves. So let's go ahead and put these underneath. I'm going to put this one upside down and see how it turns out different than the other ones. And then put these ones underneath. So I've got them underneath. Oh, and also don't forget to protect your work surface as always, because we're going to be painting today. You don't want to color Mom's kitchen table. All right, so I'm going to do this big leaf over here with the orange crayon. So you turn your crayon on its side and rub it all over the leaf with some pressure. And you can use 2 different colors on a leaf. I'm gonna see how it turns out. And it picks up all the veins and the texture of the leaf. And if you want a little bit more, you can press a little harder. That's pretty neat. And then we can use the yellow one, find your other leaf, and rub on top of that one. You can do circles, get a little bit more of the texture there. And the other one is right there. It's like magic, a leaf appears. I'm gonna do some both yellow and orange on this last leaf. I'm gonna put some orange on this one too. Oh, look at that, guys. It picks up the edges if you go from one direction. That's pretty neat. All right, so then go ahead and take your leaves out from underneath, put them off to the side, and then we're going to do the painting part. So to use your paint, you just need to mix a couple of drops of water into these little paint palettes that we've made for you. So you can use your paintbrush, and you can paint in the leaf or around the leaf. You can use different colors. If you've got more paint at home or more colors of crayon, you can experiment with those at home to get different effects. So I'm gonna dip my paintbrush in the water and drop some paint on this teal one, and bring it over here to mix it. I think I had a little bit of soap on my paintbrush still when I washed it last. That's okay. Add a little bit more water. And maybe I'll put this one in the green leaf. And it won't stick to the crayon. These are watercolor paints that we're using. So there is my orange green leaf. And I'm gonna do a red leaf over here. Might turn a little purple with the green color. We'll see how it goes. Oops. That looks pretty neat. And I think I'll do the red on the other one, and then I'll use the blue for the outside of all my leaves. Oops, I didn't want to go that way. That's pretty neat. And then I'll wash my brush again. And I'll put a couple drops in with the blue paint. And I can do all around my leaves. And it will mix together with the other colors on your paper. So you can go around your leaves. No, I went over that part of the leaf. That's okay. You can blend it in. Solution. Go from different directions. You can even go back into the green and add some more green. Blend it with the blue. Watercolor effect where you're blending all the different colors. I like that teal color that I made just then. You could take some more purple or some more red and make it some purple on the outside of this one. Some more leaf over there. So it's your own art piece. You can blend the colors however you want. Nice thing about watercolor, even if it dries on the paper, you can add some more and it'll lift it back up because it dissolves in the water when it gets wet. And you can just use part of the paper or the whole paper, that's up to you, and then you can hang it where you want at home once it's dry. So I hope you liked experimenting with crayons and leaves with me today. Don't forget, you can be creative, use different paint colors and crayon colors at home, different leaves at home, and we love to see how your artwork turns out. So please don't forget to send it photos to library@tay.ca. You can email them there, or tag us on Facebook and Instagram at Tay Township PL. Thanks again for joining us for another Tay Township Public Library craft.